don't think anybody realizes how bright the light has to be to get good lighting. I sure as the shit did not realize how bright this light was gonna have to be. Anyway, left a little bit later today. I wanted to get a good workout in, wanted to hang out with my son, my wife, watch what we watch in the morning. I like to watch calm, gardening shows. Farming, we watch farming in the morning. Anybody watch farming on YouTube in the morning? Permaculture, all that kind of stuff. I mean, we watch nice, mellow. I like to start my morning off mellow before I got to switch to death metal because, sometimes it's just what you got to do to get through your day. Because this time of year, typically the trees are covered in white, so the moose are a little bit easier to spot, but not this year, man. I don't even have my headlights on. Let's turn on the old headlights. There we go. Look at that. That's a little bit better. Today we gotta get some more gear. I think we're gonna get a blade, 14-inch blade, the reclaimer, the Wirtgen reclaimer, and maybe the dozer. I don't think he can do 3 pieces, judging from the progress that we achieved yesterday, but we're gonna give it our best foot forward. We're gonna see how it goes. Perhaps you can, perhaps you can't. Either way, progress is progress, I suppose. That's what I'm learning about remodeling houses. Progress, even slow progress. Just an hour a day, 2 hours a day, just plugging away at it. I mean, I kind of knew that from like working on rigs. That's kind of what I grew up doing, just, building trucks, and my dad is a mechanic, so. But a house is a whole nother ball game. Like, you just don't realize how much time it takes. And like, I guess at work I have a misconstrued time frame because I have 6 or 7 or 8 guys, and we're working 12 hours a day on one solitary task. But when you're working on your house, you got to think about this and that, and it just takes so much fucking time. But anyway, enjoying some mushroom coffee today. Apparently, that's what my wife says it is. It tastes fine. It doesn't really taste like earthy coffee, but it's supposed to be good for you. Apparently, it'll make you live forever. I don't know. As long as it's hot and it has some caffeine in it. Like I said yesterday, there's all these different things that have to come together, right? You have to get all these permits. You have multiple government agencies. None of the agencies communicate with each other. Anybody who's ever dealt with any government agency, like, even though they're all working closely together, they never communicate. And like the other one just like, yep, they didn't communicate with us, so we're gonna need 60 days to review this, or 30 days to review this, or whatever their policy is. Do they really need 60 days to look at 3 pictures? I don't really know. But nothing you can do about it. You just pivot. You just got to keep going. You can't just let it break you down. It's just like anything else in life. It's like when you get an injury while you're working out. You just got to work around it. Nothing you can do about it. You got injured. It is what it is. When I fell off my roof and thought I ripped my bicep tendon off, more legs. That's what I thought. Just do more leg workouts. Turns out I didn't rip it off. It was like a partial tear. Everyone told me it would bother me. It was like 6 months ago, 7 months ago. I haven't had it bother me one bit, but I got Wolverine blood, so I don't know. Healed up super quick, and then I was back to doing curls, deadlifts, everything. Haven't had an issue. Jiu-jitsu, 0 issues with this bad boy. Well, let's go get this fucking thing unloaded. Got that 14H unloaded, as you could see. A little rough start there. I never ran a H before. I ran the old G's. I mean, it's very similar controls, but the emergency brake and stuff is totally different than what I'm used to. I've ran the 14Ms. Got to give yourself a little grace to get stuff unloaded or get stuff figured out when you get into the cab of a new machine. But we're kind of in a little bit of a rush, but not that much of a rush to get shit done and get this gear staged up before the weight restrictions come on. And everybody, he's got 3 more pieces of gear to deliver. I think we're gonna get 1 more piece of gear Anchorage traffic gets pretty gnarly around 3:30, 4 o'clock. Everybody's going home from their normal day jobs. But I'm gonna rush into the office. I gotta heat up my lunch. I'm hungry. They got a microwave in there. That's where he's going anyway. He's going to our yard where our office is at, because he's gotta pick up the next piece. I don't know if he's gonna pick up the reclaimer, the dozer, or the loader. See, if it were me delivering this gear, I would have brought the easiest piece of gear first to unload, because you could unload it anywhere if you didn't know your drop location, and that would be the loader, the 966M loader. He started with one of the harder pieces of gear, but I guess maybe there's some merit to that as well. Starting with the hard, going for the easy. I bet you he grabs the Wirtgen 250i Reclaimer. Some of you guys might call it a soil stabilizer in them southern states where you got sand and clay and whatever bullshit you guys have. Around here we got, there's a little clay, but we got a lot of alluvial rock. Good borrow, some trash bog, some muskeg, you know, all that kind of stuff. Staying on track with the calories today, tracking everything. My wife made some pickled eggs, and they were bomb. I think that might be a new thing I got to bring every time I come to work. Pickled hard-boiled eggs are a highly underrated food, I feel like. Very good source of protein. You don't have to eat the yolk if you don't want the fat. A little Cholula, a little Tabasco, whatever. Makes them delicious. All right, let's get this lunch heated up, see if we can get this next piece of gear off. It's 12:08 right now. I'm gonna say loaded back 1:30, 1:45. We're gonna be back there unloading the next piece if everything goes according to plan. Well, good news, I was able to eat lunch. We got that 966 loader loaded up. It's rolling out, heading out this way. Trying to see if I can catch it going across the highway right here. That way I'll have a good idea when I need to meet it. Then we're done for the day. They got a 4:30 curfew on oversized, so can't be big trucking on the highway during rush hour. I don't mean like all big rigs, like big trucking's oversized, overweight, over width. He's on a 10 wide trailer, so. What is that noise? That might be my low boy. I hear something. Oh, it's a helicopter. Oh, they're coming. Yeah, there's a military base around here, so fly a lot of big artillery. Saw a couple of Chinooks the other day. And this is probably, I don't know, I think they fly Blackhawks, Apaches, I don't know, fucking helicopters. I know they're badass. I know it's pretty intimidating to see one that's all kitted out with all them fucking missiles and guns and shit. Anyway, I'll work on my cursing. I've been getting back into cursing since I've been back at work. I'm not really sure. That must be like a habit that I have adopted. It's a muscle memory. I have a muscle memory of cursing at work. So I'm gonna work on that, because I really have been trying not to curse. I don't want to put people off. But and then tonight, heavy kettlebells. I need to do like a 10 to 20 minute Tabata kettlebell workout. I need to get this heart rate pumped up a little bit. My treadmill broke. The thing blew up on me. I like doing the treadmill, just walking, doing list cardio. That's actually how I was editing my videos too, because I like to be busy when I'm watching TV. I don't want to just watch TV. I don't want to just sit there and do nothing. Like, get your heart rate going. If you're just sit there and binge watch an awesome show like Yellowstone, I mean, and you're not in your bed like before bed, but you know, you got some time, you should be walking on a treadmill, I think. Peloton bike, whatever. What easier way to get your calories burned, get your heart rate up? You can just watch TV. It's easier said than done. Is that where that saying comes from? They say it's easy to be a millionaire. Why isn't everybody a millionaire? Because it's easier not to be. Jim Rohn said that, I think. We'll see this guy roll on by here in a minute. There he is. Gas company came up here to see what we were doing. There's a 20-inch natural gas main that feeds everything all the way to Homer, which is 5 hours away. So definitely don't want to be digging through that shit. That's end of days for you. Well, I think he said there's a 12-inch, 20-inch, a 6-inch, and a 4-inch that parallel each other. And as far as gas lines, you don't want to fuck around with none of that. I mean, I don't want to fuck around with any gas lines, but the bigger, the worse they are. So, well, that's gonna be fun and exciting. I guess we'll call the PM and let him know once we get this fucking loader. Too bad I didn't get a fucking drone shot of that loader going by. That would have been sick, but whatever. We got 2 more pieces of gear tomorrow. The Reclaimer. The Wirtgen Reclaimer. That's my baby. We'll do that one. Well, that's a wrap for today. Signs are picked up. The house is clean, as we like to say. Job site's all good to go. Everything's in place, ready to rock and roll. Tomorrow, what are we gonna start the day off? We're gonna work out. Start the day off. I think deadlifts. We're gonna do deadlifts tomorrow. Back workout. Pair my deadlifts with back. I don't know if that's a common practice. I don't really care. But I have a whole separate leg day. 2 other leg days, actually. Trying to get these weak ass calves up. That's beside the point. So we're gonna start with deadlifts. It's gonna be a heavy deadlift day. We got 2 more pieces of gear. My favorite, the Reclaimer. That thing chews roads up like nobody's business. It looks like a Lamborghini. It's kind of, you'll see what I'm talking about tomorrow. Super slick, super fucking cool. We got the D6R dozer, old school dozer. That thing's got to get delivered too. Try and get a drone shot of the Lowboy this time if I'm not interrupted by other utility companies, but I'm glad that dude stopped by. That's useful information. I mean, we complain about like government agencies not communicating, and we didn't even really communicate. No, they're there. We're not going to call them before we dig. You can just put a bucket in the ground around no gas line, and he fucking lights out for you. You look like the Human Torch. Sweep you up, you put you in a 5-gallon bucket. It ain't good. Look up gas line strikes. Not great. Don't do it. You actually get your company shut down by hitting gas lines, not calling for gas watch, calling the gas company. It's fucking, we got a lot of power. Anyway, we're gonna go home, eat some delicious grub. I'm still on track, man. My macros are, where am I sitting at right here? Where am I sitting at right here? So I'm doing 2,400 calories, 210 grams of protein, because that's what my goal body weight is, cutting down to 210. I don't know, might not even be 210. I might be super lean at 215. I'm not really sure. Woo, we had 1,172 calories, 151 grams of protein, 39 carbs, 43 fats. We're sitting pretty fucking good. See, I am a late night snacker. I wouldn't even say late night snacker. I like to go to bed with some food in my stomach. So the worst time of day for me to be fucking completely done with my calories is at night. Between 6 and 8 p.m., 6 and 9 p.m. Like that's when I want to eat something, be safe. Some people, like my wife, likes to go to bed like on an empty stomach or no food. I mean, no, that's not happening. I think from being a hard gainer, I think that I have to have this mindset. I just like being full, because if I'm full, that means I'm gaining muscle. I mean, when you're fucking in high school, fucking tall as I am, 6'3", you only weigh 165 fucking pounds, gaining muscle is pretty important too. Then as you get older, it becomes less of a fucking challenge. You gotta eat less food, but yeah, that's a fucking fact of life. We just adapt and overcome, embrace it. All of us are gonna get there. So, busy day tomorrow. It's not a busy day. Am I fucking kidding? A couple pieces of equipment to get dropped off, a little bit of office work, but I am definitely, hold me to it. I'm gonna buy some fucking tools. I need to buy some tools. I love buying tools, but I need to run to the store and put some of them on PO, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean if you know what I mean. Anyway, on our way home, gonna be a beautiful drive. If you see anything cool, I'll share it with you. How's that sound? Deal? All right, see you guys tomorrow.